Okay, this is now testing on virtual desktop to a PC, again to the sculptxr. It's quite nice to, trying to fight hard to get it to work smoothly on the sculptxr natively, and then to come back here on PCVR, and it's so smooth, like really nice. I'm also pleased I could get this sort of walk cycle out pretty quickly. Let me see if I can replicate it without wasting too much time. So let's go that, and let's go to a new scene, files, and clear scene. This confirms. Excellent. Okay, let's close this guy as well. All right, so the first thing we do is get into bone mode as per usual, and we'll do the same dance as we do every time. I got to make sure I'm in draw mode. Here we are. A little bit hard contrast, or the contrast isn't quite as nice as it is upstairs where it's very dark, but this is fine, I think. So draw some legs like that, confirm it. I will immediately go into grab mode, and I'm going to make sure I can view the pins because I turn them off and the joints. There we are. So I'm going to put a pin on the okay, so we've got pin there, pin there, pin on the hips. So the main thing that's been added is motion trails. So let's see if I can do this. I'm going to pull this up so that it's on the ground plane, which you can just sort of see ghosted in this view. If I maybe go over there, easy to see. Let's put that on the ground. Bring up the animation editor. I found it's actually easy to put it down there, so it's nearby, but it's kind of out of the way at the same time. So what I was doing was I was dropping the speed down to something relatively slow and just letting it loop over the standard 48 frames and just trying to sort of come up with the motion that sort of made sense. So that's that, and then that's too slow. I'll just record it at normal speed, I think. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, getting it now. Let's drop the hips a bit so I can definitely get the thing up. Yeah, that sort of thing. So that's what I'm going to record. So I'm going to stop it, rewind to frame 1. I won't record with the loop. I will record on grab, and I'll start it. It's about to start recording. I'll just go ahead and do it. Something like that. So let's see, so play the back. A little bit short, but I should be able to fix that because of the motion trails. So if I go into the animation menu, come down to trails, make sure to choose the controller, we get these. And so what I can do is I can go to the move tool, and I can start to move these points around. So I can make that become proper joined path. I can use the smooth brush to try and sort of smooth out those top shapes. I can let that play. I can loop this one. Cool, it's not bad. So now I've got a nice visual reference to do the other foot. So I can rewind to frame 1. Let's just make this thing a bit bigger so I can see what I'm doing properly, like that. So if that's at frame 1, kind of there. Yep. So this foot is going to be on the back foot. So I go to my grab tool, sorry. So this is going to be on the back foot. I'll just let this loop a bit so I can get used to it. So now I've got this, literally this curve in space that I've just got to trace and make sure I'm doing the exact half cycle of the other foot. Okay, I reckon I can do that. Just got to make sure it's keeping its distance. Over there's you. All right, so stop, rewind, don't record a loop. We'll record on grab. Make sure I'm at the right point in space, which is there. Record, and I go follow the path. Okay, so I was too short, but that's all right. I'll fix it with motion path. So this is motion path. It's too short. I can just go and correct it with the move tool. So that should now go to there. That's better.
smooth out this path a bit. So I'm pressing the trigger to smooth, just like I would in regular sculpting. Smooth. Maybe that shouldn't go a little lower like that. So that play. Make sure record's turned off. Make sure loop is turned on. And play. So that's terrible, but shows it works. And then I can come to the front view. See how this looks from here. And I'll just put a few quick pole vectors in for the knees. So grab, change it to this one, and just pull it out like that, so that the knees always sort of face where they're meant to face. So just let that play, see how that looks. Okay, and then the last thing for a bit of character is I'll try and animate the hips. So let's go back to frame 1 again. Going to grab the hips, and I'll just let this loop, and I'll just sort of play with it a bit until I know what I'm doing. So I'm just going to try and lead this way. So it's a little bit over the top, but this is what it's all about, isn't it? Yeah, so let's do something like that. Okay, so rewind, won't loop, do it on grab, start the record, and that's the, hang on, make sure the first frame is where it's meant to be, so it should be, hip should be swaying into the front leg, I think. So go record, and let's go like that, cool. See how that looks. I'll loop. My tracking is going a bit strange in a dark room, but that's okay. Okay, so I have not done a regular loop. So the feet are okay, but the hips are going everywhere. So I'm going to see if I can just quickly fix that by bringing up this motion tool, have a really close look at what's going on here, go to the move tool, see if we can make the first point meet the last point, so that's going to there. So I've got to really pull this around. This doesn't do rotation yet on the keys, which it should. I will try and fix that. Let's see, that's kind of a loop now. Just maybe a bit smooth as well, just so it's not quite so wacky in movement. So look, it's not the best animation ever. That won't win any awards, but you can see this kind of potential here. Just this ability to sort of sculpt motion in space is pretty cool. Yeah, I think this is fun. Yeah, that's it.